Satoshi Kon is somehow one of the most influential and underrated animation filmmaker of the previous 2 decades. Born in post-war Japan on October 12, 1963. He even enrolled himself to Musashino Art University, but later changed to graphic design, where he claimed he could exercise his creativity more freely. Satoshi Kon's influence is so rooted into art of cinema and filmmaking that his carefully crafted frames have been borrowed multiple times by Hollywood to emphasize their stories, but through a different perspective. That is the ultimate Dragon Con chase throughout his creative career as a filmmaker and as a manga artist. Different perspectives, duality, the extreme opposites, the juxtaposition of the random world and the not so random high forces, intertwining any two opposing forces clashing into each other to cause drama in his stories. His choice of material, hand-drawn animation, emphasized his concept further with his attempt of letting his animation breathe in the confines of reality before breaking them apart. Unlike the expected practice of animation shorts and films, where every single movement is exaggerated to give a sense of heightened reality, Kon forces his animation to have weight, sound, movement, and emotion as grounded as possible. This forces his audience to take in the wanderlust when he lets go of the confines. When his characters bend, change shapes, interact with the strangeness around them, dueling with their polar opposites that serve the story, his message only becomes more prominent and relevant, showing his command of his medium from his early manga days. Dream Fossil is one of the short stories he wrote that delved into themes such as metafiction, duality, the opposing forces that he preached constantly in his work. Opus is another example where his narrative is driven by the characters being aware of their existence of themselves on the page. Satoshi Kon's obsession with the duality takes its roots directly into the character's ultimate goal. May it be a dying actress, reminiscing her roles as the personal adventures she took as an actress, or a pop singer transitioning into an actress while dealing with the conflicting thoughts of purity and relevancy in the age of internet, or his exploration of one event affecting massively different from person to person in a city. From his earlier work to his magnum opus, Satoshi Kon's obsession with duality and his talent of weaving his material and method directly into the philosophy he engaged is one of the best examples of auteur cinema. His work is so influential and such a good example of obsessive art for the future animators. Despite his life cutting short from a pancreatic cancer that he never publicly announced until the very end, Kon remained a stepping stone for the storytelling in the animation industry and an icon for many more that would still follow in his step, including me.